Alrighty, hello, air signs, Gemini, Libras, and Aquariuses. Welcome to your monthly reading on what you all can be expecting for the month of June. Alright, so it's going to be for all Gemini, Libras, and Aquariuses. Happy birthday to my Gemini sun, celebrating out there, wherever you have Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, or North Node. Keep in mind this is a general reading, so I could be picking up on you or cross watchers or people around you, or your cross watcher. Hold on. But alrighty, you guys get the Queen of Pentacles, and it says baking macaroons is an art form. It takes precision, patience, and passion to create the perfect macaroon, but it is all worth it when I see the smiles on people's faces. So y'all are gonna be in the kitchen baking. You're gonna be cooking in a lot, air signs. And also the Ace of Pentacles, when life hands you a gold coin, you know it's time to indulge and savor the sweetness. So whatever it is you do for this summer 2026 is going to lead into winter of 2026, air signs. And I'm also seeing you slay the dragon and a double standard. So you're going to be in your Queen of Pentacles soft girl era this summer. This month of June is what I'm seeing. You guys are just like, I'm going to chill. I've worked very, very, very hard. Now it's time for me to chill. All right. So you're planting seeds that are going to lead you to being abundant until winter and possibly even 2027. Very good. Let's see what else we got for my air signs. Yeah, so you guys are taking opportunities to just chill. And you're taking a stock and survey, and you're realizing this is what was blocking me. This is what not blocking me. This is what worked and this is what didn't work. So for some of you, you're considering, like, what am I supposed to do with a younger water sign child, Cancer, Pisces, or a Scorpio, to have them feel less left out without having to travel. So normally, maybe you're used to always traveling with the kids, but this year, since gas is almost like $5, you're like, we're gonna have to have fun in the neighborhood, around the community. Take them on a bus, dude. Make the kids learn how to take public transportation. Because what I've noticed with this generation of kids, middle schoolers and high schoolers, they don't have any fucking street sense. Like, they can't go walking and be like, oh, the street's over here, over there, blah, blah, blah. I noticed that with one of my nieces, and she's living in Houston now, studying or working over there. And then I've noticed that with my little sister, who's a sophomore. And I'm just like, okay, it's because we're inside too much and we're sheltered. And then again, outside isn't what it used to be. Back when I was a kid, I could go outside and call it, we're going walking, and I would get lost and be playing in the arroyo, in the meadow, in a ditch, this and that. But because it was safe, there wasn't always a Chester child molester out there trying to prey on us. But nowadays, I don't know, I think it's the invention of social media and iPads and all that, and tablets. That's why a lot of us don't go outside. But it's also on the parents. Like, you have to model the behavior you want your kid to show. That's one thing in teaching. It's called modeling. Like, if you want your students to be able to do a certain behavior or thing, you, the instructor, you, the teacher, have to do that. Same thing with the parent. If you want your child, because kids are always watching us, dude. So if you want your child to, I don't want my child to be doom scrolling, I want them to be reading a book, your child has to see you reading the book. So if you want to show your child there's fun to have here in the city has events here and there, you have to show them that. You have to model that, mom and dad. Also, be careful this month of a Sagittarius and or a Gemini adamant about betraying you because you refuse to be part of the haram here in having a one-night stand. So there's a fire sign and a low-vibing earth sign woman that are mad that you don't want to hook up with them, air sign. And so you're just like, I'm out of here, dude. Like, absolutely not. I'm not going to lose my money for this. And I'm also seeing that a lot of you, I got this for the Gemini, for Aquarius, Libras, and Geminis, that if you guys were, especially for Aquarius, if you were not happy at a job front, the new one is coming in June. Like, that's for sure. Like, towards Cancer season. You're still feeling hopeful, even though life might be giving you lemons right now. Because look, the 5 of Cups, there's still these 2 cups here. So you're like, okay, I'm going to cry, but then I'm going to keep moving. because you're going to cry a little bit over spilled milk, but you're out of there because you slayed these dragons. You're no longer going to be juggling between one person and another. For some of you, you're just finally going to be like, ni modo, I can't be a monogamous man. I'm just going to stay by myself. And honestly, like when my tío got out of jail, he would tell the girls, I've been locked up so long. If I want to date 5 of you, I'm going to date 5 of you, and you just need to be cool with it without making it scandalous. And you will find women that are cool with that. Don't be trying to get the ones that don't want to be a part of the haram and then get mad when they don't want to be a part of it. Find women at your level. All right. But yeah, I see a partnership coming along, and I see you going towards a King of Cups here, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. And it's going to upset a Capricorn that you're getting closer to this person. But around the 21st, I do see a flare-up with this person. Or maybe this is someone that gets flare-ups. Get that my chart. First date should be to the clinic. And with Pride Month, I believe they're going to be giving like a lot of free HIV, STD testing out there for not just the gay people, you heteros too. I'm looking at you. Yeah, go get tested. Yeah, heteros, I'm onto you. Yeah, but I also see you having like a peaceful life. Like this person's going to come in being like, I want to fight, but then you all are going to resolve it peacefully. Strong Sagittarius energy because of a chisme here. So y'all really need to be careful of what you're hearing, because we're already going to be in that pre-shadow Mercury retrograde phase, and it's going to be like a game of broken telephone. This person said this and then da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Yeah, and also someone is hiding an illness here, or we all have to start wearing our cubrebocas because that virus is out there y ya va a empezar el mundial. They're not going to tell us that where there's outbreaks of the hentai, whatever the hell it's called. Because you honestly think we're going to lose money on possible tourists that are going to come and see the Mundial in North America? No, we're not. Ya después del despapalle te voy a decir that there's viruses everywhere now in Ebola. And the thing is, they're going to be nuevas pandemias hasta que acaben con nosotros, or until they get the population down to a steady equilibrium, because we have overpopulated the earth. All right. Yeah, someone's going to try to say that you gave someone an STD, air signs, a possible Scorpio, and an Aries. Yo, that Scorpio's still lying and saying that they're giving HIV to people when they're not. Because they did that to one of my friends in high school, and they had my friend believing that they were dying of a deadly disease, only to find out que no. The ex-boyfriend that was saying that just didn't want my friend to go and live a happy life without him. And they were doing this before they were 21. Now we are pushing 40. And they're still doing this. No cambias, wey. Yeah, I'm going to keep that person blocked. Ever since I found out that they did it to a second person, I was like, dude, we're too old for this shit. I kept that person blocked. But that's vicious. That's mean. I would sue air sign. I would sue the Scorpio. I would send them a cease and desist. You want to be talking shit and slandering me? And then especially something like that they're lying on you, saying que tienes sida. I would cease and desist, send them a gag order. Yeah, dude, when it's a Scorpio gone wrong, they suck ass. They do. Like, hombre, se hacen las moscas muertas. They're all quiet. Beep, 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 beep. And then, hombre. I would send a cease and desist. Yeah. So some of you are going to do that. You're going to get a lawyer and be like, this person is harassing me and saying that I have HIV, that I have AIDS, even though it's no longer a fucking death sentence. And that's not true. And if you have proof of it, get the screenshots and get a lawyer. Get a lawyer and be like, boom. And I do see that happening. This person's going to get in trouble with the law. If not you, then an Aries is going to do it to them, where they're going to be like, okay, you want to be talking that shit? Let's go. An Aries is, I feel like an Aries can settle a Scorpio down. Don't come for me, Scorpios. Because Scorpios, you're going to stay brooding and shit and then plotting, where an Aries is just going to go and fucking whoop your ass. Me les vale madre. Think first, swing first, ask questions later. And both of you are ruled by Mars. Before Pluto was discovered, Scorpio and Aries were ruled by Mars. Okay? And wait, and Aries is number one for a reason. They're first in the zodiac. My money's on a fucking Aries. That a Scorpio is going to try to get back at you 10 years later. Yeah, with undermining passive aggressive bullshit from what I've seen. Whereas an Aries is like, vamos a agarrar chingazos, sí o no? No, get out of my way. Yeah, this is someone that's upset that they got outed. Like, someone's ex-lover is going to be like, this person was lying and saying that I had AIDS, and that's why I dumped them, and I'm going to sue them for saying that shit. Damn. I'm sorry that's happening to you, air signs. That's shitty. Like, that can get people to not want to fucking hire you. And even if you do have that, that is a HIPAA violation. Sue the fuck out of them, air signs. Sue them. Sue them. Sue them. Take them to Judge Judy. I don't care. Just sue them, because that ain't right, dude. Like, this is someone that's mad that it's a Scorpio, Virgo, or a Gemini that's mad. This is, I'm hearing glory hole. So either this Scorpio was dating someone that ran a glory hole, or they themselves run one. But because they're the ones that have an STD, and that's why it's projection. It's classic projection. And if I were them, I would go get my blood work done and my medications instead of being a miserable. Because, yeah, when you have a disease like that and you're still spinning and shooting venom, like, damn, bro, like, no te cansas, you don't get tired. Like, in the help, aren't you tired? Aren't you tired, Haley? Yeah, no, but you're just going to be minding your business, air signs. Like, you're going to sue this person. If those of you that are affiliated with a lawyer, draft up that papers, draft that cease and desist. Because, like, bro, if this was me, I would have already been arrested for assault and battery. I would have already whooped ass. Sorry, not sorry. Sopa de dientes would have been given already. Then again, I'm old school. Some things we don't fight about. Some things, nah, güey, te voy a tener que partir tu madre por esto. Ahora sí te lo ganaste. But then again, I got raised by a hardcore Gen Xer that's like, lo vamos a agarrar chingazos, ¿sí o no? Meet me at the traques, no se mete la vecina. La Marce no se mete. She'll be out there watching, but, que so, mija, ¿quieres menudo? Not yet. Ah, okay. Oh, y'all bitches in trouble. Burn brass knuckles to the scuffle. I'm kidding. No, so you guys might get a lump sum. You might actually go litigate, and then next year, te van a pagar por andar. Take their dog, air signs. I'm gonna sue you. I'm gonna take your Monopoly set, your abuela, and your dog. I'm taking everything. Imagine, todavía, you're lying on me saying that I have SIDA y todavía me quieren coger, güey. Ooh, that's what you're mad about. When people are like, Clarissa, you gain weight. Sí, engorda, pero me cogen. Oof. Just kidding, I'm celibate. But if I wasn't, that's the rebuttal. ¿Sí o no, gordi buenas? ¿Sí o no? Gordan, pero me cogen todavía. ¿Qué hubo? Because here's the thing. If men are desperate enough, they'll fuck a bowl of macaroni or a goat. So, does their validation even matter? No, it does not. Now, if it's a baddie CEO woman, her validation matters because she knows some things. All right, but you're gonna have a reason to celebrate, and that's what this person's mad about. Air signs, they're mad that no matter what they throw, you're like a Teflon dome. Nothing sticks. Like, you're out here celebrating, and this person will quiere agarrar chingazo. So don't be surprised if you're at a gathering and this person shows up bien chocante y scuffle. Yeah, cops are gonna get called. And this is going to be in a public place. I'm hearing Jardín. Here in Laredo, Jardín Contreras is a very popular bar. It's the bar que le tumbó el shine at AJ's. And if you see the flyers in the entertainment, I can see why. AJ's is now coming more into like a comedy club, which I like. Wait, bring the comics. You all go see Willie Barcelona tonight. And shout out to Road Dogs Production. They're the ones that are bringing us all the badass comedians. Go out there. And it's fun, way. And these comedians are huge. Like Javi Bailon and Paul Ramirez. That's probably the last time we're going to see them that close in ages before they start doing like arenas and shit like that. So when Sergio and the Road Dogs are promoting or Laredo Funny, aprovechan, guys, because they're bringing us some entertainment. That and our locals are fucking funny. Shout out to Sosa and George and Sergio. They're fucking funny, dude. They're hilarious. But confirmation. And no one's paying me to say anything. These are things that I personally go to. But this person's probably like gonna be haciendo escándalo. Hombre, veo truchas con este vato. But yeah, he's gonna get banned. She's gonna be like, oh hell no. Yeah, someone's gonna get arrested for haciendo scuffles at Las Barres. Yo, keep that in the other part of downtown. Don't bring it to this side of downtown where where the hipsters are at. Not us hipsters. I guess I'm a hipster. Who cares? Where us people us emos that just want to chill, leave us alone. Keep that allá in Luna Discotheque. Yo, someone needs to do a barrida on that club because there's probably an entity in that club that starts possessing people. Y por eso andan todos tanquicardios wanting to fight. My opinion. Yeah, this person's mad you're blocking their messages, air sign, so they're gonna be like, oh yeah, you blocked my messages, so now I'm here in person. Calmala. Girl, we can't get away with those things anymore. Everybody's recording. Yeah, no, you're gonna have to press charges on this Scorpio or Libra for either putting hands on you or flat out saying you have HIV/AIDS. Nah, hombre, empezamos el verano con HIPAA violation. No mames. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of PD. Like, you really gotta have to take care of this person, air sign. Because they're not gonna leave you the fuck alone. Like, this person's not gonna leave you alone until they get their kids taken or until they get arrested. This person might outright be nasty and say some shit about your kid. Whoop their ass, air sign. Whoop their ass. Yo te doy permiso. Whoop their ass if they talk about your kid. Cause why are you gonna get the kids involved? You say something about my kid, I'm whooping your ass too. I don't give a fuck. That's the day you're gonna see me as the devil. And I'll be smiling when I do that shit to you too. But no, for others of you, I'm hearing plan B. You want to hook up with a fire sign. You might get them pregnant, dude. So, yo nomás te estoy diciendo, don't be silly. Wrap your willy. This fire sign's going to reject you, though, because they're too busy entertaining a water sign for the 5th billionth time. Aquarius. Aquarius, ven pa' acá. Como Yoshi. When you dismount Yoshi in the old Mario, y se va corriendo as if they lit a firecracker under his ass. Así na, se fue el fire sign. Así merengues. Yeah. For others of you, you're going to find out that a woman had a lot of options. You weren't the only one. Many men. Many men. Right. But around the 20th, you're going to hear about this person that got locked up. Okay, ¿en cuál fecha van a lock up este chocante que va a ser escándalos in cool bars? On June 7th. So that is next Sunday. Wait, sorry. I'm already looking at my calendar for June. That's why. So June 7th is when this is going to happen. And you're going to hear about this until June 20th. Diosito santo de la vida. Let's use my Bratz doll. Okay, what else for my air signs? Yeah. I also see you going to a lot of pride events. Some of you, you're going to find out that a Sagittarius placement is coming out of the closet, or you're going to catch one of your guy friends messing around with a queen. Honestly, and I'm going to say this again, men wouldn't feel the need to be DL if we would just allow them to be bisexual the way we let women be bisexual. I said it. Because how come, it's a double standard, guys. How come for women, we're like, oh my gosh, it's so hot, you're bi. But for guys, you're like, ew, you like guys more than girls then, so aren't you gay? Like, why do you do that to them? Why? Bitches, culeras. Fair is fair. Fair is fair. We would not have DL men like this if we wouldn't be shaming them for wanting to be with a trans woman or wanting to be bisexual. We don't do that to women por andar de lesbianochis and then being with a vato and this and that. How come we're doing that to men? That's not fair. That's not fair, girls. That's not fair, and we got to stop that. We need to welcome our bisexual brothers and kings and be nice to them and create a safe space. Come on. Me, if I were to find out my husband was gay and cheating on me, the thing would be like, why couldn't you just be honest with me? Like, me of all people, like, you know who I'm always hanging out with, for crying out fucking loud. Like, come on, bro. And I'd be pissed off because I could have had a boyfriend. But other than that, like, if I were to divorce him and stuff, I wouldn't out him to his family if he asked me not to. Like, this person might not even out you, air signs, or you might not even out them. You're just gonna be like, okay, like, that's you, boo. I got shit to do. Yeah, this person was very worried that you were gonna like say something, or like this person likes to wear women's clothing as well, but you're not going to. You're just like, okay, dude, different strokes for every folk, and that's cool. This is someone that's graduated or has seen someone, or this could be you, air signs. Ain't no shame. Yeah. I also see you traveling closer towards Cancer season around the full moon. Yeah, you might have to leave the city. I'm not gonna lie, air signs, because this person's being obnoxious, whoever this Scorpio Cancer is. Yeah, because they refuse to let go that you and them are not gonna be lovers. And this is someone that could have some sort of cancer, but they're outright saying that you have like STDs and shit. Like, they're slandering the out of you. And that's probably why you're gonna stay in, because you're just like, dude, I don't want to be talking to people after this vicious rumor. But people know that this person's always talking shit, though, so I wouldn't. People take whatever this man says, it's a man, says with a grain of salt, air signs. I wouldn't take it too personally. Family vacations, they're looking really, really good. You're going to be very involved with your children. I also see you moving to a better job. But it's this person that's on a mission to destroy your character. It's assassination of character. So you need to get them for that. So this might be going on from summer till winter, and you're going to slay it. And what was I just talking about? A double fucking standard. Boom! Boom. Alright. So I'm going to choose a spirit guide for you. This came with an industrial piercing, so maybe some of you are going to get an industrial piercing. It's funny, my little sister is an air sign and she wants one. I'm like, ese te va a doler, culera. Pero let me know when you want to go so I can go get a tattoo with you. Her mom knows, okay? Si no, mi tía Mari me agarró chingo. All right, so star ancestor. Follow the voice of your soul. So you need to go out and stargaze and meditate. You could have some ancestral lineage leading to Egyptian. I'm seeing the Eye of Horus and the Star of Sirius. And in the Egyptians timeline, before we get into the Lion's Gate and the 888 portal around Leo season, that's when you can go out in the pyramids of Giza y se ven las constellations del Cáncer, Sirius, Leo, se ven machín, dude. So the only people I'm jealous of are the people that got to rave in the pyramids of Giza with Tiesto. Like, can you imagine the ancestral energy that's their way? Like, nah, me desmayado, or I would have leveled up and turned into a Scarlet Witch. But you need to go out and seek your ancestors more through this trials and tribulations. Air signs is where you're going to have to lean on your faith. Here's where God and your angels, whatever you pray to, is going to get you out of this, because this smear campaign is horrible. If I hear someone say that you hear that so-and-so have AIDS, I'm going to be like, ¿y tú cómo sabes? Chismoso, chismosa. Ven pa' acá. People don't have to come with me or to me with somebody else's BS, and I'm going to be like, ¿tú cómo le estás ayudando a esa persona? How are you helping them? Instead of just telling me while they're down and kicking them while they're down. Ay, ¿a poco tú le estás ayudando o qué? No, ¿verdad? Cállase la boca. For lack of a better word, y'all knew what I was going to say. All right, initials. I need to go buy more miniatures and mini brands. I'm so excited. I'm a plant mom. All right. The letters T and J could be significant. R. The letter S, SRT. It's prohibited vehicle. M or W. S. Southwest Airlines. Ooh, the letter Z or N, first, middle, or last initial. I also do nicknames. The letter L. D. DL, X, DLX, LAX, L again. L is very significant. I'm hearing Lopez, the letter S, S. There's an air sign with the last name Lopez that's always watching me religiously. Que no debe. Lo voy a decir a Mónica, güey, que te pegue. He's probably going to message me and be like, okay, that's it. You took it too far. And I'm going to be like, you bold of you when I have all these screenshots. Yeah, I would not want to make an enemy out of me either way. Okay, live diabetes. I miro el HIV. I got this for fire signs for the weekly. So I don't know if this person was with a fire sign, because the one that has the HIV is the one saying that people have HIV. Es la persona que lo tiene. So I don't know why they're going around saying que tú lo tienes when it's them. You need to go, like, are you lonely and you want other people to be infected with you so you don't feel as alone? Because there's online communities for that, sir. You don't got to be destroying and slandering somebody's reputation. And now you're going to get sued for that. Something by El Oxo. Like, this person, this is the last time they slander someone. The next person they try to say so-and-so has HIV is the person that's gonna fucking sue the shit out of them. Lo van a dejar ni con. Like, they're not even gonna have soup cans to collect. Okay? Not a pot to piss in. So, HONLF, first, middle, or last initial, SIV, LSS. S and L are very significant. CL, class action lawsuit, WR. JSTZOX. So this person could be an ox in Chinese astrology, but don't worry about this air sign. This person that was slandering you, they're gonna get the fucking book thrown at them. Career-wise, todo te va a ir bien, mi amor. Todo te va a ir muy, muy bien. Just dress to impress. Remember, people treat us the way we look, unfortunately. Tell that to, like, school districts. Put dress codes con fotos on how people should dress at award ceremonies, porque híjole, güey, ¿cómo vas a ir in dirty ass workout clothes showing off your stomach all stretch marked to an award ceremony donde están grabando? ¿Cómo? Respétate tú. All right, signs that are going to be close to you and with you this month of June. Let's say February, so something about February. An Aquarius, a Gemini, and or a Capricorn, or somebody born in March, Aries, or a Pisces. I am going to leave it there, air signs. Have a wonderful June, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.